I'm on my way to a good, very good competitive district game today. It's a 6A girls district game. It's it has become a big rivalry in our area, and looking forward. Driving, leaving early with plenty of time. I'm about to hit rush hour. There's a lot at stake today, right? It's a big rivalry. Excuse the sunglasses. I'm not trying to be cool right now. The sun is coming in. You can see the sun shining into the car as I'm driving. So just a little bit of take away a little bit of the glare. So anyways, going back, I'm on my way to the 6A girls district game. I'm not sure. I believe this is the first district game of this season, 2023-2024. All right, it's January of 2024 already. We're into the new year. So I have been designated as the crew chief for tonight's matchup. The two partners that I'm working with, two co-officials, they are they've been around the game for a while, so we should have a great crew tonight. But like anything else, right? Every given night, every night we are working with different people. It's not like in football where you get to work as a crew, so it's easy to build great chemistry. It's easy to build great chemistry in a crew like in football. You get to work, tendencies and habits that your partners have, what they're good at, what the strengths they have, what are some of the weaknesses. But on the contrary, in basketball, it's a little bit different. We have to, every night it's, different people, different personalities, different years of experience, building chemistry. Chemistry, it's not easy to build chemistry, depending how early you get to your game. Hopefully, we try to get to our game an hour before tip-off, so we at least have an hour to be able to change and have a great pregame, right? But sometimes our co-officials do not make it an hour early, or sometimes I myself included, might not have a chance to be there an hour early, so we try at least 45 minutes, 30 minutes before tip-off. I would say minimum 45 minutes. Try to get to your game 45 minutes before tip-off, because you have to build chemistry. You'll have to be on the same page. There's three of you all, and it's you three against the world, right? You all have to work as a team at the end of the day, and you have to provide the best service possible that you can provide individually and as a crew. So, like I said, every official, has a different mindset sometimes, different philosophies, different experience in how they officiate the game. We are, I think, an association of 300 plus in our area, and to get 300 officials on the same page, 300 plus officials on the same page, it's a little complicated. It's not an easy task. There's officials that love officiating because they love the game and they give it their all. There's some officials that they officiate because they like the monetary compensation that comes with it, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a love for the monetary compensation that comes, but you want to love the game. You want to love the game. When you love the game of basketball, you give it your all. It's just automatic, right? You give it your all that you can once you step onto the floor, and you provide the best service possible. The game of basketball is a fast-paced game. There's no time to think. A lot of it is reaction time, right? So how I react might be different than how my partner, my co-official, reacts. Co-official number 2 and then co-official number 3, right? So there's a lot to it. There's a lot to the game. As I approach right now, I should be getting there an hour before the game. I'm about 15, 20 minutes away. So, some of the duties that, we try to park. Parking is important, right? Parking. We try to park in areas where we can quickly leave the gym after the game, right? We go back into the locker room, we change. We have after our post game, and we usually try to keep it to a minimum contact that we have with fans throughout the game as we're exiting the gym. I expect to have a very competitive, physical game today. Physical game, both teams lying to. We're going to have 2 transition teams today. Sometimes you have teams that are more methodical in how they run their offense. Tonight, it's going to be a battle offensively and a battle defensively. And both teams on the offensive side, they both like the transition game, right? So what does that mean? That means that they're going to be pushing the ball. That means that we as officials, we're going to be running sprints. It's going to be a fast-paced game, and we have to be ready to go. Mentally, we have to be ready. We have to be confident. 100% confident. We got to be ready to react, right? Think and react at the same time. So there's a million thoughts that we process instantly in that second of why there's a foul, why there's a violation, or why there wasn't a foul, or why there wasn't a violation. So there's a million things that, in a split second, million thoughts processed in our head, and we have to determine, do we blow the whistle? And what do we have? Do we have a violation? Do we have a foul? Are we enforcing the rule correctly as per the NFHS rulebook? So these are the type of games that I like, that I prefer. Every afternoon, every evening, every morning, doesn't matter. But, I like the challenge. I embrace the challenge. And I try to, give back the best that I can individually and take care of our crew. Today, I'm the designated crew chief of our crew. So that just means that, there's a little bit of added pressure, added stress, I guess you can say, as a crew chief, right? Something goes wrong, something happens, you got to be ready to make the executive decision. Hopefully you come away with an incident-free evening. I will have a follow-up on the way home, a post-game video, how things went in this great game. Hopefully it goes down to the wire. Those are the ones we like. And if not, right, if it's more of a blowout, we still have to, how do we handle, how was our game management with a very competitive game, or how was our game management with a more of a blowout, right? So wish us luck. I'll get back to you all post game, and we'll talk a little bit more on the way home.